Getty Images Tyrese Gibson isn't afraid to address his complicated relationships on set. In a new interview with TMZ's Van Lathan on Lathan's The Red Pill podcast, the 39-year-old actor addresses his public breakdown last year, as well as expresses regret about his very public feud with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Last October, Gibson slammed his Fast and the Furious co-star on Instagram, blaming Johnson's spin-off movie for being the reason the franchise's ninth film had a delayed release date. Later, he continued to take personal shots at Johnson on social media. Gibson now says he shouldn't have aired out his beef with 46-year-old Johnson publicly. "I found myself being the messenger on behalf of various people associated to the franchise, but stupid me was the only one who went public about those feelings, which is my own fault," he says. "It's not professional, it's not cool." Gibson says he hasn't spoken to Johnson personally about the feud, and blames his behavior on psychiatric medication he was taking at the time. "I don't really recall anything that Johnson either said directly or subliminally being as big a deal as the way I was going at him, which was not cool," he says. "There's a way of going about communicating and dealing with issues. There's issues on all movie sets and TV shows. I do regret those psych meds and letting that stuff influence me. It's like being drunk, you gotta say exactly how you feel and you're not in your right state of mind." Gibson stresses that he had no personal beef with Johnson, and not so subtly alluded to Johnson's other public feud with fellow Fast and the Furious star Vin Diesel. "There is a conversation that's long overdue. I've always been cool with The Rock," he says. "I've never, literally never, have had an issue with that man. Actually, I've stood between various other issues with other folks that's around. I'll leave it at that." During the lengthy interview, Gibson says he's actually gotten along with all of his co-stars over the years, with one notable exception, James Franco. The two starred together in 2006's Annapolis. "Actually, I didn't get along with James Franco, but that's some other sh***, he says. "We fought. We actually got in a full-on fight. It was a situation. They had to shut down production for a whole day. That sh*** was crazy." Last week, Johnson appeared on Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen, and he addressed his feud with Gibson when a caller asked if they've spoken. The answer is no. "No, we haven't talked at all," Johnson said. "That whole thing with Tyrese, it was pretty disappointing because I'd been friends with Tyrese for a very long time. I always feel like a beef requires two people to actually jump in it. It was really one-sided, and he had voiced his opinion a lot on social media, and apparently he was going through some stuff too in his personal life, but no, we haven't talked and I don't see where we would. To me, there's no need to have a conversation," he added. Watch below. Related content. Tyrese Gibson's mother-in-law goes bonkers after surprise pregnancy reveal. See the joyful video. Tyrese Gibson awarded 50-50 joint custody of daughter Shayla. Judge denies ex's restraining order request. Tyrese Gibson apologizes to his wife and fans for public meltdown.